I need to click on something here.
No, you're good to go, Judge, I think.
I got something blocking me. There it goes.
Okay.
Okay, I see Ms. Munoz. Okay, let's go ahead and call that case.
Yes, sir. In cause number 2022-0D03159, State of Texas versus Leslie Bernice Munoz. Announcement of council, please.
Chantal Ortega for the state. The state is ready.
Veronica Teresa Lerma, Your Honor, on behalf of Ms. Munoz, who is present in the Zoom gallery. We are ready.
Okay, I've got a note that there is a motion to disqualify an attorney. So who is making that motion?
The defense is, Your Honor, and it's not specific, the attorney, it's just the district attorney's office.
Okay, tell me why you want me to disqualify the DA's office.
Yes, Your Honor, we believe that it creates a conflict of interest in this case. Ms. Munoz is being indicted or has been indicted under this cause number, where she is also a complaining witness in another cause number. That would be 2023-0D01305, where the defendant in that case is Victor Manuel Mota, who is her former boyfriend and whose family are the complaining witnesses in this case against Ms. Munoz. Ms. Munoz, both as defendant and as complaining witness, it has created some problems for her with respect to the issues of non-prosecution statement, plea offers, and potentially trial. The problem being a conflict of interest in the state, both representing her as a complaining witness in that case against Mr. Mota, which is I believe he's charged for impeding breath or strangulation, and where she is the defendant in this case, where his family, mother, father, sister, as well as himself, are witnesses in her arson case. I believe that the conflict has been created because she may not have the voluntariness, and based on the representations she's made to me, there may be coercive factors where she was told, if you non-pros on that other case involving Mr. Mota, we won't show up on your case in your case as witnesses. And so this conflict of interest has led us to be at the ready to plea and then not plea because of the issues that it has created for Ms. Munoz. I think the better bet would be for the district attorney's office to transfer this case to the county attorney's office or to another district attorney's office, so that this issue would not be raised as her having both, as having this potential conflict of interest.
Okay, let me hear from the DA. What is your position with regard to this situation?
Yes, Your Honor. Good morning. It's the state's position that, absent that she raises a conflict of interest between the state and because the victim is also listed. The defendant in this case is also listed as a victim in a case out of the 171st. But Ms. Lerma's motion and her arguments today don't show that the conflict of interest rises to the level of a due process violation. In fact, as the motion lists and as Ms. Lerma mentioned today, the case is ongoing where Ms. Munoz is listed as a victim. Furthermore, the motion explores that this case, or in order to continue on this case, that the matters are substantially related. And in fact, the cases that we're looking at have two different offense dates. They have a different victim. In this case is Maria Lopez. And although she may be family to a different defendant, it doesn't rise to the level of a due process violation. So respectfully, we ask Your Honor to decline that motion. Specifically, the case law that the state's going to mention is State v. Buntian, as well as Martinez v. State, which is a case that is out of here in El Paso, where they would have to show, in addition to the state violating this particular rule, they also have to show that due process violation and then actual prejudice has occurred, which in this case it has not. I do want to address the coercive behavior by what they're alleging is a different defendant in the 171st case. And she didn't mention who, it was that was coercing Ms. Munoz, but the rule says that it's between, the lawyers, the person's client, and my client here is the state of Texas, not any Mr. Mota, who I think is at issue here, or even Miss Lopez, who's the victim. My client is the state of Texas. And it's because of all those reasons, Your Honor, that we ask that you deny this motion.
Okay, you're mentioning a lot of case law. I mean, have both sides briefed this already?
No, Your Honor. So I did reach out with Ms. Lerma on an email thread to Judge Perez asking if the court would require written motions. She said that it could, it would be up to us. If the court would like, I can definitely, file a written response.
I think, yes, I've got concerns. And this is not something that is routinely dealt with. It's somewhat of an unusual situation. So what I'd like to do is have both sides submit a brief as to what the law is, and also, set out the facts pretty clearly. I mean, in this case, it looks like the allegation is Ms. Munoz committed arson. And I guess the owner of the building, or the whatever was the subject of that arson, impacts some family member. And she has been, so that person is a relative of the person who is a defendant in the case where she is an alleged victim of a physical
Yes,
attack. So those facts are concerning. And I think I would need to really look at some case law. Can you all do that? I mean, right now I'm appointed for today, tomorrow, and I think Monday and Tuesday of next week. Can you all get something filed and have copies dropped off here by Monday?
Yes, Judge.
Yes, if that's the.
If you do that, then I'll read all that stuff and we'll try to reset a hearing on this for Tuesday.
Yes, Your Honor, and if possible, because none of the allegations that are listed in the motion, there hasn't been any testimony on it. Can we go ahead and have?
Yeah, we can have a hearing if you want to put on witnesses, or if you can obtain affidavits, you can do that. But
Yes,
I think this is something that is concerning enough that I want to just not wing it and make a gut feeling ruling. I want to kind of look at this.
Okay.
So get what you need to get on Monday and coordinate that with Ms. Hernandez, and we'll try and revisit this next Tuesday.
Yes, Your Honor, will do. And so this will be in person, correct?
I think so. I mean, I'm as far as I know, I'm going to be here. So if Ms. Lerma and Ms. Munoz can get in here, I think it would be better. And if we're going to be having witnesses, then yes, my preference would be that it be in person.
Understood. Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you. We'll see you all next week.
Okay, very good.
What's the next one we got?
Judge, it'll be the second to the last on page 11, Judge, and I'm bringing in the defending judge. It's supposed to be Roberto Garcia, Judge. Okay,
Got it.
he's connecting, Judge.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning. Okay, do we have, see the state here, do we have a defense lawyer?
No, sir.
Okay. All right, let's go ahead and call this case.
Yes, sir. In cause number 2020-0D03331, State of Texas versus Roberto Garcia. Announcement of council, please.
Good morning, Your Honor. David Vandenberg on behalf of the state. State is ready.
Justin Escamilla with the adult probation, Your Honor. Ready?
And Mr. Garcia, you are here in person. You do not have a lawyer today. Is that correct, sir?
It is correct. I am here, Your Honor.
Thank you. Okay, the note I have is that we are here for a probation status hearing. So I think what I'd like to do is hear from the probation officer first. You may proceed, Mr. Escobedo.
Yes, thank you, Your Honor. Yes,
So,
so
Mr. Vandenberg, if you want to do a Q&A, you may do that, or if you want to just have him tell me what's going on, you can do that.
I think if he provides the information that Mr. Escobedo has, that would be best, Your Honor.
Okay, you may proceed, sir.
yes, thank you, Your Honor. Yes, Mr. Garcia has been in compliance with his lifesaver portable unit, Judge. He has been testing as needed. He has completed the victim impact panel course as well, Your Honor. He happens to be currently enrolled for the DWI repeat offenders program, Judge. I went ahead and gave a call to them this week, and they verified that his attendance has been exemplary, has not missed, has not had any tardies with his DWI repeat offenders program, and has also been actively participating, Judge. So we don't happen to have any violations to report as far as his reportings, continues to report as instructed, and no violations with the UA, Judge.
Okay, Mr. Garcia, it is good to hear that you are complying and you are doing what you were ordered to do in terms of your probation. So I want to commend you for doing that and urge you to continue to do as you have been doing.
Thank you. I will be doing it. Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay, is there anything further from the state?
Well, the state has one question for Mr. Escobedo. Were you able to confirm the hospitalization?
That was correct, Mr. Vandenberg. Yes, it was confirmed with hospitalization records that were turned in. Another thing that I also wanted to mention, just in case if it was a point of interest for the court, he will be completing the DWI repeat offenders program on October 1st, anticipated. That's his approximated date of completion.
Okay, that's coming right up.
Well, the state agrees with Mr. Escobedo's recommendation, and the state's concern here is that Mr. Garcia maintain his good conduct and he maintain the integrity of his life, and that he go ahead and be productive for his family and the community. So it appears that's what's going on, Your Honor.
That's the way it looks to me. It looks like he is very responsibly addressed this situation and is doing what he should be doing. So, okay. Mr. Garcia, thank you for being here and participating, and I'll urge you to continue the good conduct that you are showing everybody that you're capable of performing. So thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you, Your Honor. Thank you.
Okay. All right. Do we have any other cases that we're going to